I know you expect me to rage. To help you better understand what I've gone through, here's footage from me a few days ago. No! You dickhead! This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Ah, fuck off, you prick. Busy trying to get my fucking souls back. If you don't fucking mind. Oh, what did you miss? Fuck your fire off, you cheating. No. I've had it. No. That fight alone is bullshit. That fight alone is just fucking bullshit. There is no fucking way at all I can beat it. You fucking would you just die? Oh, fuck off! I hate this double teaming bullshit. I don't understand. What are you supposed to do? You can't fucking do anything! Fuck this game. That's right. Language so bad that I had to bleep it for you. I haven't been this angry with a video game in ages. I'm about to tell you about Dark Souls. The pros and the cons. Alright. This would be the Rage Edition. But I killed those fucking gargoyles! G'day guys, how the bloody hell are ya? And welcome to MAT5 Reviews. A game full of rainbows and unicorns and pixies. Ah, troll, it's actually fucking Dark Souls. Dark Souls, or Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition, is available on PS3, Xbox 360 and PC. It is an action role-playing RPG adventure game, and from what I know it's set in the Kingdom of Lordran, if that's how you pronounce it. And the plot... yeah, I have no idea what the plot is. The only thing I know is that you're a dude that's woken up in this prison and you've gotten out somehow and now you're just slaughtering everything in your path and they're trying to do the same. But yeah, so I don't know if there's a plot further down the line. I've only actually been playing it for about 5 hours. But fuck me, they are the longest 5 hours of my life. This game is so different to anything that I have ever played lately. And you gotta say, that's a good thing because, you know, there is a lot of mainstream these days with like everything being practically the same, first person shooters, all that jazz, military shooters, all that crap, it's all the same, so it's good when something different comes along, but it might not be for everyone. You know, in this game you use all these different weapons and you just go toe to toe with all these different ass creatures, ranging from gigantic to fucking small to, you know, there's so much here, and you don't even know where to go. You don't even know what your objective is. All you do is pretty much just go in one direction and hope it's somewhere where you can go and, you know, something you're supposed to do, and if you can even do it because it's so fucking hard. Yeah, so I don't know much about the game. All I know is that all I'm trying to do is get better weapons, upgrade shit, and frickin', you know, just trying to do the best I can and just find good loot and, you know, kill all the things that stand in my fucking way. It is the hardest thing I've ever done. There's actually an RPG element to this game where the currency is souls from fallen enemies that you slain. And you use souls to, I think, purchase items and weapons and all sorts of upgrades and shit. And you can also use it to upgrade your character, like skill points. So you can upgrade, like, you know, basic things like strength, endurance, just stuff like that, you know the drill. But there's so many stats to read. I mean, I was looking at it, I was just... holy shit. There was just so many stats and so much confusion, you know. This game doesn't give you a proper tutorial, really. It does, but it doesn't explain everything. I mean, this game even has co-op of some kind, but I don't get how you're supposed to do it. It's probably the most confusing game to try and do co-op with. I think it's impossible to do with friends. I think you have to do something specific, and yeah, it's extremely difficult. Don't buy this game if you just want to do co-op, because I don't get how it works. Yeah, so bottom line, all I know is no real plot from what I can tell. Just get all the best shit you can, kill everything you can, big or small, and just upgrade your guy as best you can, and yeah, Anyways, enough of that, let's just move on to the pros and cons. Starting with the pros. This is actually quite a good game to look at. I think the visuals are actually quite good in this game. I wasn't really expecting it. It's quite pretty. I like looking at it. The creatures are nicely detailed, your armor is nice and detailed and shiny, and just the general look of the game is great. I like it. There seems to be a good variety of, different weapons and gear and enemies in this game, which mixes it up, it keeps things fresh. I mean, like, I've got so many weapons and shit, I don't know how to use them, but I've got so many of it. And yeah, so it's a good looting game as well, and there's so many different enemies to fight. Like I said, I've only done 5 hours, and I've fought so much different shit already. But yeah, it's good because it keeps you going. It doesn't get boring because something new just comes along. But you might dread that because it might be the hardest fucking thing you ever fight in your life. The fighting system in this game, I can't put it in the pros, but I can't put it in the cons either. I'm just gonna say it quickly here. It's good, but it's bad. Like, it works. It's kind of realistic. I'm a knight, so I wear all this big armor. So realistically, I would be slow and pretty much a bag of shit, which I am. But yeah, so you can do like a light attack, you can do a heavy attack, you can do a kick, and you can do a lunge. And you can also block and parry. Parrying. Good luck with that. But yeah, I seem to have a love-hate relationship with the fighting system. I have a lot of trouble trying to pull off kicks and lunges sometimes because you have to ram the stick forward and press the attack button. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and when it doesn't, it can get you killed. But then again, it feels kind of satisfying, this combat. It's just, you feel every swing and every block, and just, it's good in that way. But yeah, just in other ways it's not. But so I'm just gonna leave it somewhere in the middle. Not a pro or a con, it's just sort of, let's just pop it there. Yeah, everything that I don't have a pro or con for, just pop it here. If that makes any sense. This game will absolutely test the most patience you have ever had. It will break you. It will try to break you. When you can actually rise to the challenge and defeat that one motherfucker that's in your way. Oh, it is the best feeling I have ever had in a video game. Pretty much hands down. When you're stuck at this one bastard who just won't get out of your way, and you're at hour 3 and you just slay that motherfucker and he goes down, victory completed, and you're just like, you just have a Dark Souls orgasm. It's just that good. So yeah, it is probably the most satisfying game if you can win. If you can win. I'm just saying if you can win, because there's going to be a point where you probably won't. I haven't heard of any of my friends finishing this game, so I'm just warning you. Alright, so that's pretty much all the top pros I have for this game, so let's move on to the cons. Trust me, there will be blood. As you can tell, this isn't the easiest fucking game in the world. This is the hardest fucking game I've ever fucking played. Just... oh my god. Did you see my footage? I haven't broke like that at a game in a long time. I mean, I do break, but this game, it's just, oh wow, when you do get to this one part where you just cannot get past it and you try over and over and over and over again. It's just, yeah. Like I said, I only played for 5 hours. Apparently, I died a maximum of about 18 times in that 5 hours. You gotta admit, that's a pretty bad ratio. And it would have been more, but I accidentally sort of watched a walkthrough for the very first part of the game, because I never thought I was going to play this game, ever. But yes, don't come to this game thinking it's going to be easy, because it really fucking isn't. This game will break your insanity to the... it will snap it in half and then play with it for fun. It's the biggest troll of a game. It's just... if you want a challenge, play this game, hands down. If you don't want a challenge, don't play this game. If you want a game full of pixies and unicorns, find one. It's not here, trust me. This is a pretty basic gripe, but you can't pause the game. At any time, when you're looking through your inventory and everything, when you need to pause, go and take a piss, it's just, you can't pause it, and it's just ridiculous, because people like me need it. But, there should at least be an option to turn off and on if you're that fucking hardcore. Like an extra hardcore mode or something. Oh, you can't pause it. Amazing. It's just... I would have liked the option, because I'd probably play it more if it had a pause function. Because, I got shit to do during the day. I can't sit here playing, 5-hour marathons. It's just... It doesn't appeal to the basic gamer. And this comes to my next con. This game just takes so much time out of your life, but you accomplish mostly nothing. Now that's horrible, because like I said, you can spend like 3 hours doing the same freaking thing. Because what happens when you die? Alright, I haven't talked about this yet, but when you die, you go back to a bonfire. Now you find bonfires throughout the game. Now you go back to the previous one you found, and yeah, you can't save anywhere else. There's no checkpoints at all. You just go back to this bonfire, and the next bonfire could be a good, freaking 15-20 minutes away. And so that means every enemy respawns, except for some of the special sort of enemies. Like there's some certain enemies that don't reappear for some reason, but thank fuck, because otherwise my mind would have exploded by now. And also when you die, you lose all of your souls, which is your currency, and so you go back to the bonfire, and you have to try and get back to this green mist area where you died, and that's where you retrieve all your souls. But if you die before you get back to it in that round, then those souls are gone. You lost them. And that really sucks for someone, what if you had like so many souls and you just lost them? Because that one little motherfucker that killed you, it's just, rage-inducing stuff. Another con could be that there's no real plot. I mean, besides what I said at the start, and apparently you probably learn more talking to NPCs throughout the game. You actually find random people throughout the game and they blabber on about something, but I switch off. I don't really listen to it because I kind of find it boring. But yeah, it's just I'm too busy, being psyched up to kill the next fucking thing, or I'm really pissed off because I've just been killing these things, or they've been killing me. It doesn't really work, and I just don't really concentrate. I'm too busy trying to figure out how to kill this one motherfucker. It's just, yeah, the plot doesn't really... There's no real plot. Don't play it for a plot. I mean, you don't play this for a plot, you play it for a challenge. Pretty much the main appeal of this game is that it's challenging, and people out there like that. They like the challenging, satisfying combat, like that I said in my pros and cons. But yeah, but also it doesn't really work for everyday people like me. I mean, I'm a family man, and I don't... Without a pause button, and the time-consuming hours... I just don't have time to invest in a game like this, where I could be playing it literally for a week, every few hours a day, and I just get nowhere. It's just, if that ever happened to me, that would be the most horrible feeling and the most horrible waste of time, and I don't have that kind of time to spare. But when I do, like at the start of the video, when I do kill that one motherfucker, it's just the best feeling. So it's the biggest love-hate relationship with this game. Okay, I would recommend this game for people that are looking for a challenge and they want satisfying, but I'm sort of torn here on the recommendations. I would not recommend this to a person like me, a family man who doesn't have a lot of time to invest in a game like this, because you can't pause it. It's too hard. It's not satisfying if you're bad at it. And it's just, yeah, I don't see myself playing it for much longer, because I've got other things that I can play, and I can get through stuff in an hour, I just don't have the time. Maybe, in 10 years when I have some more time, but not at the moment. So yes, if you have the time, play this game. If you don't have the time, please don't play this game. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed my review of Dark Souls. At least it wasn't a Rage Edition. Well, it kind of was. So have you played Dark Souls, or are you going to play Dark Souls? What did you think about the challenge? And for people like me, did you think it was too time consuming? Of course, if there's any questions that you'd like to ask about Dark Souls that I didn't talk about in the review, which is probably plenty of things, leave a comment down below. As always, subscribe to my YouTube channel or like me on Facebook if you want to see more. Alright guys, thanks again. MAT5 is bloody out here.